Let's just make sure. There we go. And we're back. Play on normal. Probably. Alright. Let's make a character. Now, what class or race do we want to be? Troll, orc, dwarf, elf, or human. Let's go with orc. Samurai. Mage. Decker. Yeah, we'll make do. Yeah, let's play as an elf. Karma represents the experienced characters and all their shadows and achieving goals. Okay. Body. Brain. Intelligence. Willpower. Charisma. Smith. Let's build on a couple points in body. Apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now it's about all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging fixer hasn't called, the money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your new yen. Something needs to change, and soon. Check the computer. Computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. List of contacts. Carter, Detroit, no response. Dowd, runner, dead. Felton, Nash, fixer, missing since Feb. New Larry, runner, dead. Sam Watts, runner, did probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, runner, dead. Halfjack, dealer, retired or dead. List goes on. All either dead, ends, or just plain dead. Personal calendar, nothing. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. Where have you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you in months. Another giggle. Don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this bit. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you for example. So, why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. Wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and are living the high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Red Raku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd. That's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Three years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Eva. Our fixer owes us for the run, and for Dowd. We wait. Your call. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Reaver. It's wet and the rain feels like acid and I want out of here. Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. Sorry. I'm just really ready to go home. Portland's way more my speed. I don't know, Reaver. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. This run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer's late. Smell funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Cut the drugs, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't a fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. You, Larry, has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy. You think I was sloppy. You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. That true, Sam? Did you miss a beat back there? No, Riva, I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips. Looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chum is damaged. I'm out. Hands where I can see them, arsehole. He stops and a smile slowly appears on his face. What, you gonna take my gun away, Reaver? You know I don't need one. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes and throws at you a dreck-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take their hard drive off your corpse, buddy. You should choose our friends more carefully, Reaver. Buy you a drink after this? You all owe me several. Turn-based combat mode. Each character has an action pool, spending these actions on movement. Attack attacks using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Two more coming in. Summon up. Goma lowers her gun. Eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. You don't look so good, Sam. You were born for this gig, Reaver. Me, not so much. Think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Me? I do this. It's the only life I know. Oh, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink to you when you're dead. Yeah, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. You stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. About 100,000 New Yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction, or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McKean, when their job is done. They'll know what to do. Turns to his left. Chet? The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McKean has installed a secure and dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously, first time. Look, Reaver, I've led a Drac life, and I've probably left a Drac corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. I hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. If, when my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. The dead man's switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you are sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip to the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for New Yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf, whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job," a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour." Some asshole corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Reaver, I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Oh, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press haven't caught wind of it yet. Not with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. Dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. Third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? Guess the classics never go out of style. Not my title. It's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watts' liver was cleanly cut out. What about the other lucky contestants? First victim's heart was missing. The third had their spleen removed. Dresden, get out here! I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest there is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine the evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Moving things around, you can make out that it is a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There is something handwritten in the back, but blood has made it illegible. There's a standard cheap unsecured crit stick, no way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. You slot the crit stick into your PDA. 300 million is added to your account. Posture check. Purple shirt, Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Beginning to see part of the note given the torn off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. If you ignore the tusk's pointed ears and Neanderthal growl, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts? Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. There's Rupert cases and a ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. Killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel, has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You notice his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee? If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I am putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. Laser. What can I do to help you? Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be undone around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Sounds like you disagreed with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises in her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore, what with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though. And I don't care where the bodies come from either. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then, I'll go do that. cold storage drawer is labelled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. Alright, he was from the very first Shadowrun game. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Justin thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I notice you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. Coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jake. And you are... Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Reva. And well-mannered too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging around the seamstress's union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off of my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though. That's the last I saw of him, till he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before. It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake's a regular here. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visitors and you'd get a free night's stay. I'll hold you that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. The leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that arsehole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. Maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I get it. Gotta be careful in this trade. I'm not one to go back on a deal though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What do you say? I don't work for free. I fight and get paid. In New Yen, not tours. Guess I'd say the same. In your shoes. Fine. There's a breadstick with 1,000 New Yen on your name, with your name on it. Help me dust those gangers and it's yours. Make it 1,500. A hard bargainer. Alright, 1,500 it is. You'd better be worth it. Don't worry about me. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. Sir, you need a weapon? I like to keep my distance. Got a rifle? You don't like library windows, do you? Never mind. Here's a rifle you can borrow. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute. Tell me some more about these gangers first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. The symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a trollbot named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. You take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you, yet. And we can upgrade one of our skills. Head out into the Barrens. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is the perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Let's swap out that. So welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. So I shouldn't invest in real estate around here. Only by the hour. Hey, you've seen where I stayed tonight. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. The man before you appears well-mannered but nervous. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know you, but you look like you could handle yourself in a fight, and we need your help. Calm down. How can I help? Thank you. Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them forever, but no one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. Where's this market of yours at? It's just down the street, ma'am. Please, our livelihoods depend on this market. Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, it's not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go down that way. Why? What's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again, she points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes. Set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. Sounds like a friendly bunch. You gonna be safe out here? She laughs. Think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of these assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. They're gonna be in for a rude surprise. You might want to clear out before the shooting starts. She looks you over, then nods. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to lay low. They're a tough bunch, though. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world whenever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm. but you can see the thug's patience fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Yeah? Who the hell are you? I bet your mum's real proud of you right now. Like I ain't never heard that before. I don't see a badge, so why don't you mind your own? Because I'm sick of gutter punks like you. I knew you were just looking to cause static. Dash, ice this lady. I cannot thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. The shopkeeper holds out a few new yen. Please, it's the least we can do. Keep it. You need it more than I do. Don't want to upgrade. As you approach, the man sizes you up. You can see the age-old fight or flight equation running behind his drug-clouded eyes. Beneath the track marks on his arms, you spot a set of tattoos that indicate he is, or at least once was, a shaman. Hey man, you okay? Yes, no, I saw something. It's going to kill me. Calm down, I'm Riva. What's your name? My name is Vlad. Vlad, those are some nice tattoos. Are you a shaman? Yay! The word shaman strikes a chord. He seems to shake off some of the mental cobwebs. Yes, I am a shaman. Thought so, Vlad. Something. Yes, I saw something. The other night I saw a spirit so dark, So alien that we've led trails off in shutters. Where did you see this spirit? Just across the street from the Seamstresses Union. It's gone now, Vlad. It's not going to kill you. You're safe. Thank you. I think you're right. I feel better now. More whole. Yeah, I think I need some sleep. Hey, Swip's taking the step forward and we're going to plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Halloween is collecting that bounty. And killing you? Well, that'd be a nice bonus. Give me an arrow. Dead, Jake. Dead. Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll cool off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even. Call it even, yeah? Stretch, what do you think, Jake? And Stretch. He smacks. Hey, I'm already at shoot on sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means one must win and shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, I'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's a profit in it. Alright, let's finish this. Alright, now I can... Hey, chumma. Got some tasty mussels for you. Just whatever a well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in her back pocket. Sounds of laughter and music emanate from within, but you should finish your investigation first. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soap is almost enough to overpower the dusty, sewered stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chumma? I'll take a jelly donut and a soy calf. Enjoy. Did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope, I was close to when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. Back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this sort of business is that some of the victims are real people. You know, folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? Barons? Well, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristville, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drunk in the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here, the union's just split. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get munchies when they party. And Mrs. Kubota owns the joint and she's quality. Hard woman, but fair. See you around. Sally. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. You've got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened there? She grunts. Sure. I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple of seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him, then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. Thank you for your time. Uh-huh, no problem. I don't think there's anybody else. Yeah. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jack spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp issue bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. I don't take New Yen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Likewise, Jake. Give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink? That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operations for years, back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who is currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need my stuff from the earlier. I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. Yeah, and I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket, or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. I hate all you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? Long night, huh? You look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. Hey, thanks. The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government, he said folks would buy him coffee all the time. I bet I ain't seen it till now. So what can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help find his killer. Can I come into the alley and look around a bit? Your client is the chalk line? That's messed up, woman, but I respect it. Okay. Don't mess anything up. Not that anyone would likely notice because the forensics aren't coming back. This looks like the curtain blanket that the old man was trying to get back. As you shuffle the bunch of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m. Right around the coroner's reported time of death. Customer, Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. light is near. You can see that all of the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon a closer inspection, it seems they've all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. Dang it. There are two distinct sets of footprints. The humans ending at the chalk outline, and the larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they have also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place here? Squints at you suspicious. You a copper or working for some corp? Just a freelancer. Need to ask you some questions. Good. I never tell these cops and salarymen nothing. What do you want to know? Did you see the murder? Nope, and I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. Then the jerkface in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. What else did you see that night? Well, earlier in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snipping around the block. He brought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf offered Dan over there. Seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand, because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll's cyberware? Did you know that butterflies are carnivorous? And some of their favorite diets include meat, poop, and refuse. Well, it was big. I think it must have had some hospital attachments, because I saw some needles. It was a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. What is the name of this species of bee? Never trusted one of them cyber people. So it sounds like you live in this alley. Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there. But I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants, or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. That's all I needed to know. Thanks. See you around. You saw some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. Tell them about a troll that brought donuts for me right before a murder, and they'll haul him in just to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend. See you around. Alright, in we go. Vulture bees. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the barons, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name but keeps to themselves. Alright, now we've got 5. We can upgrade our charisma. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum construction of tips. She looks at you, sees another elf, and smiles big. Hey there, I haven't seen you before. What can I get you? I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. Is she here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman? With a name like Coyote. She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. Ripper is out there and he's real. The last killing happened just down the block, and now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bum, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics studying under Ojamans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron skill to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types, who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money, it's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me, attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, you need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Boyfriend find religion? Her pretty eyes narrow. Something like that. You've got a look says you're not just here for entertainment. Are you a badge? Nope. Didn't think so. Looked like a runner to me. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gotta punks have to stick together. Talk to you later. Hey lady, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? Jin Parks. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? I'm looking into the death of Sam Watts. I heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes. The look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. And you're all here. I suppose you often escorted Sam to the door. Yes, albeit gently. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He is tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, first time. Just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities he can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Sure. Take that. I don't have spellcasting. Mrs. Kubota watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa. Good evening. My, but you, the pretty elf. Are you enjoying the seamstresses' union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Business. I suspected as much when you walked in, oh my. What business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, nah? So I've been told. Soka. And why should I help you? Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens, amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back for him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well do you know Sam? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here, whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol, didn't matter to Sam, as long as he was bent. He was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated as he often was. Coyote was working the bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Kluwer, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. There's this place called the Seamstresses Union. During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there. And thus, a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman, and quite dangerous. I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know, there is always someone more dangerous. The room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. How can I help you? There is a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. There is a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. There is a receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Jin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot woman turn her on. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with real Paco, but this cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union. But he still goes on these runs, with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment, and lived this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, and slice out the fear that comes along with it. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Let's just say that Parker should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Sometimes it seems like Parker reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Parker. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Carters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without a constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights, I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. Can you imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Receipt. A COD receipt for a special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Murray's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. On the back of the photograph has shadows scrawled on it. Oh. Receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door. Set to combination of 342436. Broken mirror was hiding a small safe. And put the code found in Coyote's diary, 342436. The safe beats cheerfully in response to the door comes open. Framed painting of the Chicago skyline, done in stylized silhouette. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on screen. Password? Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. Please answer 3 security questions to reset password. First childhood pet? Shadow. Answer story. Favorite musical act? Starfire. Name of the hometown is Chicago. Your password has been reset to NQPABDST. For security, never write down your password. Logging you in. Basic list of applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, met with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Parker for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Cody's contact list has exactly 1 entry, someone named Parker. There is no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Quick scan of her recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Alright. It's that time. Hey. Why can't I save? Yeah, I can. Alrighty. That's gonna be all for Shadowrun Returns for today. Alright. Let's go pick somebody to raid first. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I will be back again later tonight with Etrian Odyssey 2. What do I want to raid? Let's go this way. Alright. Tomorrow I will be back with possibly the finale of Kingdom of Night and more Shadowrun Returns. Yeah. Alright. So until then, take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.